This is K2 News, the spirit of the Northwest.
Meth turns people into monsters with no regard for themselves or others.
Tonight in a Team 2 report, K2's Anna Song looks at efforts to solve Oregon's meth epidemic, one addict at a time. Anna?
Steve Natalie, hardly a day goes by now without some kind of meth bust making headlines. Some would say we have lost the war on drugs. But in the midst of this losing battle, a local man is trying to save people from meth. He began by getting saved himself.
Seaside is a place where people go to relax, take a stroll on the beach, or even brave the chilly waves. But just down the highway from all of this tranquility is a world you don't see, a darker world of addiction.
We are supposedly, per capita, the largest user of meth in the state of Oregon.
It's why Seaside now has this sign greeting you right on the highway when you come into town.
So now we're the first meth launch community. And it's all because of the Thugs Off Drugs.
We'll hook you up.
That's where Alan Evans comes in.
I used drugs for the first time at 9 years old.
By 13, Alan was addicted to meth.
My addiction was completely out of hand.
It was in Seaside 2 years ago that Alan hit rock bottom.
I sat with a gun in my mouth, with a telephone in my hand, and realized that I had no one to call.
Alan's final brush with the law was here at the Safeway in Seaside. He passed a fake check he'd made on his own computer. You see, Alan was trying to get arrested. It worked.
This officer came in and he sat down, and he was hurting bad. He was strung out, didn't know what to do with himself. He says, "You're not a bad person." He says, "You're just a sick person. Just think about your life. That's all I'm asking you to do at this time." And he did. I haven't used a drink or a drug since, and that was 2 years ago, New Year's Eve.
Since then, Alan has founded Thugs Off Drugs. He is very proud of the name and proud of what it stands for.
What better job for me to have than to teach somebody to change their life as I've changed my life.
Alan started the program with some money he'd saved up and public money he sought from the city council.
And here was this man that really didn't know how to present this stuff.
But the council took a gamble on Alan and gave him $1,000 of seed money. He turned around and rented this building right on the highway. Within 30 days, it filled up with addicts.
Yeah.
Just like Alan.
We get 2 to 3 new people every single day. We have a population of 6,000 here. We've had 230 people come through our organization in 6 months.
People like C. Harris. C. is 32 years old, 8 months pregnant, and a very recently recovering meth addict.
I had about 2 weeks under my belt.
I asked C how that's possible, how she could still do meth, knowing a human life is growing inside of her. She doesn't know.
Meth would be underneath.
She shows me the injection points where she would shoot the drug into her veins.
All scars from meth. 2 years ago, I never had any of this.
And then there is her face. C used to care about what she looked like.
The fact that I'm putting this chemical that is so hideous and so insidious into my body that is literally eating my skin.
I carry him with me.
Which brings us back to Sergeant Mark Whistler. He keeps a reminder in his pocket, too.
These are the coins that Alan Evans has received, and he's given me 3 of them so far. The first one was a 30-day sobriety coin. This is a 1-year coin. And I would actually say a little prayer in remembrance of him and the work that he's doing. I get to see miracles every day.
The miracle of changing lives that began with the changing of one.
Everybody here, like myself, just wanted an opportunity to be somebody. We just never knew how. We never truly knew how to do it.
Since we shot this story, C. Harris has given birth to a baby girl. Her name is Penelope Willow, and she is miraculously healthy. But tonight, C is back in the hospital facing the reality of what her drug abuse has done to her body. For the second part of this story, Living with the Scars, join us tomorrow night at 11. And if you want more information about this recovery program, Thugs Off Drugs, you can head to our website at KE2.com.
Thank God that baby girl is okay. But, you know, something positive, somebody helping these meth addicts turn their lives around.
It is an inspiring story, and it all started with him.
Yeah, we had that Thugs Off Drugs on Town Hall one weekend, and what a terrific program.
240 people, he said, in 6 months. That's
just amazing.